Okay, this is 14-6 part 2. My battery ran out, so here we go again. What I was just saying was I'm going to take all the payables and extend it over to the balance sheet credit columns. So, yeah. No, I didn't write that very well. One, 8, 4, 8, 5. Oh, what am I doing? I'm beyond payables. Okay. Capital stock. We haven't talked about that yet. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I guess you can. Capital stock and retained earnings are considered like an owner's equity type thing. It's now a capital type account. So we just carry those over to the credit column of the balance sheet as well. And retained earnings, because that is part of the balance sheet. All right. What else do we have? Dividends. Can I see the top? Yep, that's part of the balance sheet debit. So carry that over. Income summary, though, that is part of the income statement. That's what, right there, between 27 and 28 is where you start putting things in the income statement now. So what do we have? We have a debit. We have nothing in the balance sheet column, but we do have a debit in the adjustment, so now I have a debit balance for income statement. Oh man, there's certain numbers that just glare. They must be where they land. Sales, that's a credit here, so it'll be a credit in the income statement column. And I think that's an 8. What is that number? Yes, 8, 4, 5. Even writing it crooked, I can't see very well. All right, sales discount is a debit. 6, 4, 8, 25. Sales return allowance is a debit. 8,001, 5, 7, 27. Purchases is a debit. I think that's a 3. 389. 184. The neater you... Oh, I keep wanting to put 0 cents there. It's 1 cent. The neater you are, the better off you are later. Purchases discount is a credit. Oops. Jump the gun. 25 cents. 9,497 0 cents. Advertising, all your expenses are debits. And be careful, the adjustment's still a debit, it's an expense. So many times kids, because they moved over a little, they put it in the credit side. It's like, no, look above, it's still a debit. Oh, sorry, I don't want the last one yet. That was federal income tax. I'm supposed to leave that blank because we got to figure out what the federal income tax is. Okay, and then it says, do not total the columns. On the form provided in the working papers, total the worksheet's income statement columns and calculate the difference between the debit and the credit. Total them. So I need to add up the income statement debit, income statement credit, and put the total, where is it at? Oh, right here. I'm going to put the totals on the bottom of this form. So right here it says total of income statement credit column. That's what I put in. Income statement debit column. This is all before we figure out the federal income tax. So when I add income statement debit all together, I'm supposed to get $859,940.34. And the total debit column is $714,284.40. Okay, so then what I do is I take my calculator with those two numbers and I take the difference, 859,940.34 minus 714,284.4, and I get 400, where am I thinking here? Alright, $145,655.94. Now, before I get going, make sure I got what they got. Yep, alright, we're good. Then at the bottom of the next page is a little form used to fill out and figure out how much they're going to pay in federal tax. And then we'll make an adjustment on our worksheet.